you're a judge. You're going to judge. So what do people say to you about, like, they ask you, like, how would you rule on this kind of issue or that kind of issue? I'm just curious, like, on the nuts and bolts of what people ask you when they meet you at these events.
They pretty much know that I can't tell them how I would rule in any particular. Sure. They pretty much know that. I think what they are sick and tired of is the extremism and not feeling like there's a fair shake in the courtrooms in the state of Wisconsin. I think that is what they are tired of. And they are excited about somebody who's independent and somebody who is not going to have a thumb on the scale and actually make the decisions rooted in the law and the Constitution. That being said, people are also extraordinarily concerned about a number of issues here. Mm-hmm. They're really concerned about the 1849 ban that we have in Wisconsin, the abortion ban. They're very concerned about our gerrymandered maps. They're concerned that the results of the 2024 presidential election could appear in front of our Wisconsin Supreme Court. They're concerned about community safety. They're concerned about the environment. They're concerned about marriage equality. But the top two issues that I hear about over and over and over are women's reproductive rights and our gerrymandered maps.
Obviously, you can't tell us how you're going to decide, but how could you impact the ban on abortion, which is an old law from 1849 that's in Wisconsin, and it's in a place now? So how could you have an impact on that as on the Supreme Court?
Well, that case would come before our Wisconsin Supreme Court, and we would be able to take a good look at that law and make a determination as to whether or not that law should stay on the books. I also tell people very, very clearly, I can tell you with 100% certainty, 100%, that if Dan Kelly is elected to this seat, that 1849 ban will stay. Mm-hmm. And, he goes around and points a finger at me for, talking about my values. And I tell people my values are women should be able to have a right to choose, and Wisconsin should have fair maps. Those are values, right?
Right.
Those are some core values that I think people should have. But then I go on Wisconsin Right to Life's website, so maybe you do that for fun, and you see that they've endorsed Dan Kelly. And they say right there that they endorse candidates who pledge to uphold what they stand for. Well, really? So, to me, the hypocrisy is mind-numbing, quite frankly.